Hey guys, I'm Chef Carl, and I'm going to show you how to make some Neenish tarts. Alright, let's have a look at our mise en place. Let's start with making the pastry so then we can get it resting. Let's rub in the butter and the flour. And we want to get nice sandy-like texture. Let's mix the eggs and the sugar together. You just need to whisk it with a fork. Make a well in the center of your butter and your flour and mix the eggs and your sugar into it. With a plastic scraper or a bread and butter knife, just start cutting in your pastry, just so you're avoiding overhandling it with your hands and stuff. I find something sharp like that works a lot better than, say, a wooden spoon. And then right at the end, you just want to bring it together with your hands so you can form a real nice sweet short crust pastry dough. Pat it out, give it a nice shape. Wrap it in Glad wrap, pop it in a little snap lock bag, and just press out, pop it in the chiller. Let that rest for 30 minutes. Alright, let's start making our filling. Let's dice up our butter, put that in our beater. This would be just like creaming the butter and sugar for a typical cake. So if you need to use a rubber spatula or a wooden spoon, then that would be fine too. Sift your icing sugar just to avoid any lumps. Pop in your condensed milk. Use a rubber spatula to get all the contents out. Let's zest our limes. Just take the green stuff off. You don't really want the white pith, you know, the real nice flavors in the green stuff. Let's pop that in our mix. Let's get the juice out of it. Give it a good squeeze. I love limes this time of year. These came straight off our tree. So good. Alright, let's just get this mix on slow. And just when it starts to coming together nicely and nice and smooth, just start turning it up so we can get a little bit of aeration as well and lighten our mix. You know, you want it nice and smooth. And then let's just pop that into a smaller bowl, get it covered, and we'll have that in the chiller for a good 30 to 40 minutes just to firm it up, and then it'll just be nice and firm for the assembly. That looks good. Alright, let's start pinning out our pastry. Okay, a little bit of flour. Roll your pastry out nicely, just handle carefully. You know, when it starts getting into a larger piece like that, roll it up over your rolling pin just to avoid any tears with your fingers or anything like that. So, good technique, use your rolling pin. Alright, find a shape that's going to fit the molds of your tartlet tins and then pop that in there. Just press them out. So this is called, you know, pinning and lining our tartlet molds. Alright, we're just going to remove the edge crust and then we're going to rest them for another 30 minutes, and that'll just stop them from shrinking and get uneven edges. It'll just keep them nice and even, so when we fill them later on, they'll be really nice. So it is a process, but it is totally worth it if you take your time. Popping them in the fridge does help firm them up, and it stops them from the sides running down. Alright, so we're setting up a cartouche baking paper and some baking rice so we can get that bake blind our pastries. Let's pop it in the oven. Let's remove our baking paper and baking rice, and then now we're going to remove them all out of our little tartlet molds, and then we're going to pop it back in our oven, even just a little bit lower temperature, for another 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and dry the bases out. And then you're going to have yourself some nice fully cooked tartlet shells. Let's mount our white chocolate and our dark chocolate. Alright, let's get ready for all our assembly ingredients. We've got our filling, tartlet shells, our chocolate there, and all the correcting equipment, and also a nice little jug of hot water, just so we're all there and we're nice and organized. Let's fill up all the tartlets with our creamy lime filling, and then we're going to go white chocolate all over, and then finish with dark chocolate. One swoop. Take your time. Looking good. These are probably one of my favorite little tartlets. Beautiful Neenish tarts. Thanks for watching, guys.